Right there, I found a little bit of time to get back to this game jam project. So let's get right into it. In the afternoon, I've managed to get the crushing machine to work. So what I'm gonna do is the first thing I want to do is just to add some sound effect, because the feedback is the most important thing in any game. So I always say that whenever you build a game, right, the most important thing is that the important actions in your game have to sound satisfying and have to look satisfying. That is exactly what I'm going to do right now. I think a camera shake would be nice as well. So let me just get that going as well. Oh yeah, it's night. Yeah, it's night over here. It's late. I have a client meeting tomorrow, but I'm gonna spend 2 hours on this, and I'll make some time tomorrow as well. Haven't made a game in so long, and I'm actually pretty excited to do it. Oh yeah, so camera shake and some sound effects be nice as well. Yeah. Let me just do a quick. I can just gen a camera shake. Actually, I don't have to. Look for a camera controller for me. There, it's a camera shake function. In Unity. AI makes everything a lot faster. It's 8:40 here, it's 11:12 here. Yeah, well, I can make animation, but I prefer to use scripts, you know. I'm a script guy. And with scripts you get more flexibility as well. Let me just grab this script. Drop it inside here. Unity 6 is so different. Like I just wanted to get a sense of how Unity 6 works, you know. That's why I'm using it. It takes a little getting used to, huh? Unity 6. Hey, you see, man, you see when you use code for it, you just get a lot more flexibility. Because animations are a little clunky to work with. Let me just get the formatting. I actually prefer using this way of formatting stuff as well, like as opposed to. Just gonna call this shake. Duration, so there is duration, is magnitude as well. It's pretty fantastic. So I can just go after it hits. I can just do a camera controller shake, and the shake is customizable. So this means that when it slams down, right, it goes into a cooldown. But before it does that, trigger the camera controller shake, and let's do a shake for 0.4 seconds, magnitude of 1. Let's see how this works out. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. There's no shake at all. That's because I haven't added the camera control. The camera is different as well. Unity 6 is a lot different from what I'm used to. This is the stack, this environment, this whole bunch of settings that are different. Still no shake. Let's figure this out. And okay. Oh yeah, it's added. It's added. It's just I'm just checking why isn't it calling at the moment. So the shake is there, it's just not calling. So why is there a target? Oh, because there isn't a target. I don't want the camera to follow anything at the moment. Just assign a target to it anyway. No offset, it's just not gonna move. And I mean, if I get it to follow the crash track, I'm not sure if that's a good thing. And I can just drop this transform here. Wow, what's going on? Maybe the magnitude is too large. Gotta make it less strong. The value right here, maybe 0.01 be good. I'm not sure how the calculation works. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. You go and sleep whenever you have to, yeah? I'm just gonna be working on code. Oh, there you go, look at that. So I have the shake now. I think the shake is really nice, actually. AI is amazing, right? Like without AI, I would have been coding this for like quite some time, you know. Oh, this feels satisfying, you know. Look at that. And I'll add some sound as well, and that's gonna be awesome. freesound.org. Yeah, I'm looking for that. Maybe you wanna turn down your volume because it might be loud. Door slam. This one sounds nice. Some of these sounds are just terrible, man. Like this one is just bad. This one is not too bad. I can probably like do some editing and layer some complexity into it. Let me just download this first. Yeah, see. Automatically close these applications. I hope this doesn't close my streaming software as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and actually do this where, let me just fade this section out. Fade out. Sure, please post any suggestions you have in the chat. I'll be happy to give your suggestions a try. No guarantees though, alright? Let's duplicate this track and move. I don't know why these apps always are changing their interface, you know, like everything was fine and then they have to go and change the icons that they use or something. Duplicate requires one more track to be selected. There's the track. Duplicate it. How do I move these around? So I select this, and how do I move this around? There used to be a tool that allowed us to move things around. The tool is gone. How to move tracks.
Hello.
Why does it keep going to about Audacity? So there's this arrow here that's gone. It's just gone. No more tool. Thanks, Donut. Audacity more full missing. Time shift tool removed. It's replaced by drag bars without, so they can be moved without having to. Stupidest thing ever. By dragging the clip handle. Oh, there we go. Okay, that makes sense. Just gonna lower the pitch of this, and let me just see if we can lower the pitch here. Pitch and tempo, change pitch. Let's mute this one. Okay, let's. I think this can actually go even lower, you know, but let's not do that moment. Change pitch. Metal slam. Let's call it that. Export the entire project. Trim blank space. Do I have to attribute the sound thing? All without the need for asking permission. It's fantastic. I'm just gonna create a credits text file anyway, just in case. You know, it's always nice to credit your stuff. Just drop it into the assets folder. And an audio folder, I'm gonna create that and just drop this Metal Slam file in. Then we have a crush track. The easing stuff can be removed, not necessary at all. But what is necessary is header audio, public audio clip, crush. when it slams down, right? Makes sound. So here we have an audio source. And when the game starts, trying to get audio source. So from here, I can also do a audio source here, play one shot. There we go. So only if there is an audio source, I can do that. I've got to organize my variables a little bit later on, just rapidly prototyping everything. So here we have a slam sound, and let's also add a audio source. So I want to check for two things: that there is a crush sound clip, both assigned, and then we'll play the sound. So play the sound. Wow, that's nice. Maybe let's turn down the volume a little bit, huh? And I'll just create some guys walking through and getting crushed. And we can start crushing stuff. It'll be fun. I see you've got some URLs. Let me check them out. Spike trap activate. Oh, this can be good for when things die. Let me just start downloading the characters that are gonna die. Now, where is the game jam? Game jam. I don't know how to log into this account, so when I log out, I'm not sure if I'm still gonna get like the files and stuff. But I assembled all the characters that I wanted, like all the assets, and I didn't download them. But these are the whole bunch of packs that I can use. There's a whole bunch of very nice packs over here, like this. Demons. Oh look, peasants. Let me just set up a basic character and let him and just have them run and get him crushed. Well, hey, if you want anything, just let me know. I'll download it for you and send it over to you. But if you can just send me an email and just in one shot, yeah. Like just look through whatever you want and I can email everything to you. Can I do that? Let me think. Yeah, if the files are pretty big though, so you can send me an email, but I may take some time to get back to you because I'm gonna have to be running around a couple of places tomorrow. Well, that because if I have paid stuff, I can't do it. I can't use them on the tutorials because they have to be things that other people can follow, you see. So if I make something that people can't follow, then it's gonna be difficult. So I try to use free assets in the tutorial. Like we don't use paid assets for that reason. Because the whole idea is to make our stuff as accessible as possible. Let me just add this to the credits. I like Unity 6. I think it's very interesting so far. Spike trap, credits, artwork, and sound. So let me just drop the peasants into the project. And what's going on? Let's idle. Let's run. Peasant 1. Peasant 2. Peasant kind of looks a little too peasanty. You have... Do they have a death animation? They don't have a death animation. That's a bit of a problem, right? Dwarf, Gladiator. These assets are amazing, man, just because they have such consistency, you know. Village NPC pack. Is there an adventurer pack? Amazon. There's Gladiator. There's Goblin, Yokai. There's Ninja as well. I'm just gonna click around, yeah, and see what else is there. I don't think peasanty is an actual word. For lack of a better term, I use that word. The wizard. I just want a warrior, some kind of warrior character, but all I have are gladiators. Peasants don't really look impressive enough. With priests, with satyr, minotaur. It's ninja as well. Samurai and this knight. There's even treasure chests. There's Shinobi, there's SWAT, there's City Girls, Warrior. There we go, there's Warrior now. Found the Warrior. Let's use the Warriors. Thank you so much for making me part of the urban lexicon. Right, let's look through the animations available. We have Death. This one's not too bad, right? Warrior goes. Well, I'll let you decide that. I'm not sure what will work. We can just throw a couple of tracks in and play around with that. This one is great. We have compact sprite sheet. I don't think we need padding though. No padding. Just a little bit of extra space here and there, right? But I think this should work pretty well. Though there is a fair bit of extra space. Maybe now I get why they have them in separate spreadsheets. Warrior 1. Warrior, let's put Warrior Sword. Then we have the pack. Actually, these are fun. Okay, thank you so much. Warrior. Sword. Grid by cell count. This is 5 by 1, right? You know, I really dislike having everything in separate spreadsheets. Makes everything harder to handle. Let's just use the compiled one. Let's grab this one. Warrior 4. And let's start slicing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 columns and 6 rows. Alright, so let's set up the character and we'll figure out how this is gonna work. So I want this character to be a little bit taller, maybe 70 units, or maybe 50, because one of these is, 1 square is 1 meter, right? So the character should be a little more, a little taller. So that's gonna be about 1.2. So it's not tall enough for me. I'll make the character a little bit even taller. Okay, that's too big. Too big. 45. So this would be about 1.7 meters. I think this would be great height. Warrior Sword. Let's add a box collider. Look. Thanks for the sounds. Okay, I'm just gonna play the sound, but let me just turn on the volume. This is not bad. Let me check out the other one. I can't use this though, this is non-commercial. So the first one is the only one that I can use at the moment. But I'm just gonna start creating the behavior for the character first. We'll sort out the sound later on. But thanks for finding the sounds though. We appreciate it. The animator for the character as well. Animator. Let's create a new animator controller for the character. This animator can be applied to all characters actually. So just gonna call this character, and well, the first thing I'll do is attach. There is no idle animation for the character. So the idle is just one frame, I guess. Guess it can work. So a one frame idle animation. Let's just set up the animation window as well. Animation window is here. The warrior will have, let's call this the warrior sword controller. So then I can assign warrior sword here, and I can start working on animations. So we want to have a bunch of animations for the character, starting with idle. Warrior sword idle. It's one frame. And then we have warrior sword. Oh. So then what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna code a script that allows this character to like walk, run, and move and all this stuff. And then I'll create an AI script that controls the character. I think that should be doable. That should be doable within the next hour or so. The walk animation is here. The walk animation is a little strange though. Or is it? No, it's not that strange. It's fine actually. Starts here, right? So let's walk. And let's test it out. So he walks really fast, and let's just reduce the sample to 18 frames. Maybe 12. And let's create a run, click 12 warriors, sword, run. So same thing, we have 12 frames. And wow, it's really fast. But 12 is a little slow, right? So maybe 20 would be nice. Okay, so let's just work with what I have here first. So we have the walk and run animation, and animator right here. So we have idle, we have walk, we have run. I'm just gonna call this state idle, and this is run. and this is walk. Do I need a blend tree for this? Let's try a blend tree. I'm not sure if this will work, but it's worth a try. So this will be new speed. This will be walk. And this will be run. So what we'll have here is, let's try this out actually. So we'll have idle, we have walk, and we have run, right? So then idle would be this. Character is idle. And then the moment I increase the move speed, the character should start running. Automate thresholds. No automation of the threshold, please. 0.1. You can actually add varying walk speeds. I think that's interesting. So the character walks slow, and if I move a bit faster, then the character speeds up. And then we have a run animation that is kind of in between everything. Like at 0.5, character runs, but it's a slow run, you know? So it's like maybe at 0.7. Then at 0.7 here, the threshold, we will so there are 5 different thresholds that we can have for the character. I think that would be nice. And maybe one more for running really fast. And that would be pretty funny. This would be cool. It's actually pretty comical, you know, like because there are different run levels. And each of these should have a name. Idle, walk, walk, run, run, run. That's quite a lot of animations. Let's just do the movement thing here. If I do an animation override controller, let me see how that will look. I create an animation override controller. Say warrior speed. So there's only 3 animations, unfortunately. This one. It's only idle, run, and walk. We'll have to work things out later on. So with these 3, I think we can just build a simple script. Let's just create a new script called unit. Unit. This will be the script for driving character behavior. For this to work, we will have the need for an animator, as well as a rigid body. Let's use rigid bodies for this. So when we add the warrior here, let's add unit. Wow, we have a lot of different scripts here. Let's rename this then. Let's not call this unit. Let's call this pawn then. It's easier to find. So let's add a pawn. Then we have a rigid body, and this pawn will be able to walk around stuff, which means we'll need a forward move with vector 2. So for the move function, it's just gonna set the velocity of the rigid body, and then this will be on the right. walk, there's walk, jog, run, sprint. So let's have 5 states of movement at the moment. And when we're moving, we have to check what state we're in. So what let's call it brisking. I think I like brisking. Walk, walk. Switch. Walk speed. Brisk speed. Walk speed. Run speed. Sprint speed. Just gonna set a couple of different values here. We can tweak the values later on. 2, 4, 6, 10, 15. So it should be 9, 15. Let's see if this works. Maybe later. I don't need the sound effects at the moment. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what theme I'm not sure how the tone is gonna be. So once I get animations working, I think we will be able to figure out what tone the game will have, and that will then we can look at the sounds after that. So let's do a switch on movement. If it's idle, then linear velocity. Let's just do walk first. If it's walk, how do I clamp the speed to 2 in the direction of movement? Just Oh, sound's gone. Music's gone. Desired speed, this will be equals to whatever the value is. Gotta figure out what the desired speed is. This is where you walk and run and all that stuff comes into play. Why have a shorter switch fix state? It's the lambda 3. What risk? What run and sprint? Accelerate. And then what the next speed is. Project. Plan. So I think now if I move the character, right? This should give us some kind of let me just do a simple get axis horizontal. Let me just do a simple script here that gives us control of the character. So we call move page. Direction. So if the direction is 0, we won't do anything, otherwise we just listen for controls. We need to add colliders to the tile map as well. Tile map collider. So we have colliders now, but we need to composite the collider. Static. So now we have a proper collider for our helmet. And the character should be able to move around. Why is Galaxy not working? Screen H. Just want to check whether the movement stuff works. So it's supposed to work, but the character is not moving. I think, is that because the character has no walk speed and all that, but the character does. What the hell is going on? Characters falling over now. We'll have to lock the constraint so the character doesn't start rotating when we try and move the character. And walking should work, it's just very fast. And that's because the acceleration here is not multiplied by their time. When you do that, it's going to slow down. Then we've got to consider removing these comments one by one. It's also this very strange thing, right? Because the character's pivot is all the way at the top. It's not ideal. Let's just reslice and the pivot should be at the bottom. That makes a little bit more sense, right? Cell count 12 and 6. Pivots at the bottom. But really center is the best. Okay, so we do this though. Cell count and a custom pivot. So instead of 0.5, right, if we have a pivot of 0.25, wouldn't that be a lot better? It's more at the center, right? I think that would be better. This shifts character around a little bit, but this means that we don't have to offset anything for the rigid body afterwards. Or maybe we still do, like just a little bit. Now, we can, the character gets to move now. It's a little slow, but it'll work. Then we have to clamp the speed as well. This would be work at the moment, but we are getting somewhere. Next thing to do is to let's see. I'll need some kind of control to switch the movement type as well. So the code for controlling these players, right? It's just gonna be there, but it's also going to be I'm gonna put it somewhere else so that we can only activate it when we need to have player controls. How to initialize the different we've got a whole bunch of values here. Expression being assigned to move pawn move parameters must be constant. What does that mean? And I have a static big mode. Okay, this one works. It's not the best, but I don't really have many options here. So walk list to be 0.4, 6, and 8. So we have brisk, then we have jog, run, let's move param value. So we need access to the animator as well, so what is anim? Anim will be that component animator. So I want to be able to access different movement types based on I want to be able to access different movement types based on step growth. I want to have different movement types, and these movement types will be like we'll play different animations. So I can do a walk here, and probably will have to flip. And now the animation. Local scale will always have to be certain values, but the x is the one that we want to pay attention to. Because this will be math f of sign, direction, and we will always have to absolute this value as well. Just a little bit of math to get everything facing the right direction. So now when we switch directions, we get the character facing the correct place. The collider is a little off, it seems. Character is floating above the ground a fair bit. So we gotta shift the collider up. Let me just create a controller script so I can use controls to test out the move function first. So this will be, let's create a new script and call it player controller, and it requires a pawn. Require component. Uh-oh. And we'll just move the update function here. So this will be control move H. So then the update function is no longer needed here. We may re-add it in the future if we find a need for that. No, we don't need this one. So can just, if this is 0, then we will set the direction is 0, the type always be And so once we set this, then we can, I think the character will stop by itself. And then we just have to add a player controller to the character whenever we want to control the player. And this would be a good testing mechanism for us. And I just want to detect also the mouse wheel. So I think there is under player settings some input settings that I can play around with. And this will be mouse scroll wheel. C# how to advance Oh man, why can't I change the harmony thing? Oh boy. So we have a bunch of actions that we can assign. Type will be move. There's no idle action. It's gonna be a very simple system that has a couple of drop downs that we can choose from. So for now, we only have move actions to choose from, unfortunately. So I can, for example, say move, walk for, let's say, 3 seconds. And then after that, run, like forever, something along those lines. And you know, the characters are able to then able to like be controlled by the AI, and then like we can create many different variations of the character, and I think it'll be pretty fun if we code the prefabs correctly. So here, if I have move walk command for 3 seconds and then like run forever, let's try how this works out. So this means I'll have to have current action. Then also current period. So under the update function, what's gonna happen is going to current action is going to be actions. Then we need to switch of the actions type. Case if it's move action, it will do something, and that something is to issue a move command. It's just gonna be to the right for now. So for now, when the game starts, it's going to set the current action duration to be equals to actions current action duration. Then every update we will current action duration. Current action duration equals 0. Advance current action and then set current action duration equals action duration. Let's see if this works to get the character walking for 3 seconds and then running. But I need to assign a pawn to the character though. Class controller. Just grab these two lines over here. Drop it here. Anyway, they work the same, you know. So having them in a class like that would be a good idea. And then we'll just inherit controller here, and this will save us some reading code. And this will be controller as well. So the project should be fully set up now, and let's see if what does it say here? The couple of errors on top. Okay, that's fine. This should be pawn. All right, we have a working system now. So tomorrow what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna code the character dying, because character is able to walk now, which is fantastic. And I can just code different behaviors for these guys. And then we can, you know, do different things like he'll walk, you know, then he can walk backwards. And we can code like just all kinds of behaviors onto the characters actually. So we can do things like have the character walk for 3 seconds and then turn, and oh, it's not turning back. What's going on? Character just ran off. Shouldn't he kind of turn back and stuff? Friends, friend. So I can like create characters that are able to juke the system and all that stuff. I think it's pretty cool. So let's say 2.5, 2.7. Okay, I think that's all for today. The great progress today. We've got a working AI system now. We are able to program behaviors into all these characters, and I think that's really cool. So run, maybe we can have idle. Alright, that's all for today's stream. Thanks for joining. And I'll update you on the progress tomorrow. I'm gonna stream tomorrow as well. I'm gonna stream as many days as I can for this week because I want to get as much of the game out as possible. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow.